In Louisville, Kentucky, they love thoroughbreds who know how to run down the stretch and get to the wire first. And certainly, they've seen plenty of them here. From Johnny Unitas to Lamar Jackson, today, the Louisville Cardinals will try to live up to that legacy. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a team from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Bearcats will put total weather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Louisville Cardinals offense will get the first crack at it here. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that the fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The play action fake. Throws for the tight end. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You've got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A-game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
And the Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Bearcats offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. One matchup to watch in this one is how well do the backers tackle in space, David?
Yeah, you've got to have great linebackers to get this guy on the ground, and they've got it. So it's going to be an interesting matchup, a lot of head-to-head battles, linebacker versus running.
Yeah, tackling him in space, but also covering him out of the backfield. These two dudes are going to be shadowing each other all game long.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Sorsby. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quick release by the QB. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into the game.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. The throw to the outside is complete. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And that's a first down for the offense.
And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. looking to move it through the air. Quick strike complete.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
The Bearcats have pushed it inside the 20. To the air, it's Sorsby. He's right on target. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
The Bearcats trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They want to just keep throwing it. They're bringing heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Hey, defense just got given a hit. They'll take that all day. You want to keep backpedaling as a QB? We'll keep pursuing you. We'll sack you, and we'll force you almost out of field goal range.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
In the end zone.
They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to advance on the play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's 2nd down. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's complete. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, 3rd downs, and having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw it, Shuck. Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. It'll be a draw. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there. As a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
He makes a grab. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. Exceptional footwork to stay in bounds, and just a little bit better, and he could have scored.
Yeah, if he keeps his balance or gets the speed going upfield a little bit more, he might get into the end zone, but just kind of ran out of space over there on that sideline.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
He'll try to slam it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals!
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And it's up and good. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Bringing it back. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. On the run, it's Kiner. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
The Bearcats will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets a block. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The receiver on the jet sweep. At the 45 on his way. The expressway is wide open. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it on the run. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville!
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
We just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Sorsby. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
That is a tremendous job of the defender on that play, because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pulls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Got him downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Henderson. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Bearcats!
Touchdown.
Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And it's perfect.
The kick is
So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
set to kick off.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Give to Brown. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to throw, it's Shuck. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. Off he goes. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catches, plenty to give him a 1st down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
The Cardinals look to keep this drive humming. They'll give it to the back. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the 1st period. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They'll go right back to him. Trying to run it in the red zone. He's got 4, and he's down at the 12.
At the 12-yard line. Third down coming up.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And the field goal unit is on the field. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now they take the lead.
17, Cincinnati, 14.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to pass. It's Sorsby. He's got his man. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Let's make some noise.
And the Bearcats send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. He's going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
Wide receiver shows motion. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Throws to the wideout. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing it his own defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in zones. You got to get him involved.
This offense has a second down play. They'll run it from the gun. Tackle is made after the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
And the Bearcats have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Reels it in down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Cardinals.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That one's going to get a little star marked inside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Just about set to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
And here's the return. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Quarterback on the keeper. Finds a crease at the 20. Keeps it and gets past the chains. They were backed up and now more than out of trouble at the midfield stripe.
It's easy when you got a QB like this. Just make the right reads and go chew up yards. Not only can he make the right reads, he can make people miss. He can make even bigger plays than this, but just chews up 20-plus yards in a hurry.
And the Bearcats will hustle to the line. Motion from the offense. Jet sweep headed to the edge. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And to stop the jet sweep, you've got to be great at containing. You have to have players in the perimeter of your defense funnel the football and force you to go back inside. That time, that defense was not allowing that receiver to get outside.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. It's a draw. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
And they try to sneak the draw play in there and try to show pass right away, get it to the running back. Defense not fooled in the slightest. Nice job getting upfield, getting to the running back, getting him on the ground.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They've got the screen set up. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep him away from that 1st down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
Makes the grab. It's Turner. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
The Bearcats have this offense rolling. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Safe completion on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right now.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
Yeah, and you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I like the idea of going draw there. You're trying to sell pass, but you still need to do a better job up front executing those blocks. There's too many one-on-ones where they got beat, and as a result, they suffer a negative play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Shuck. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Right through the wicket. He just flat dropped it on the crosser, and it'll be 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the... Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down is coming up.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. It's the better play there by the defense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Smith.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Turner. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money round. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Wide out in motion. Looking for a gap. It's Kiner. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing on this one.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Quickly out to the tight end. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chain.
And I like that 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the 1st down.
The Bearcats are on the move. The give to the back. Makes his man miss. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
This is so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
The Bearcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Off play action on 1st down. Fires left. He's got it. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Off play action. Lets it go to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. You saw that there on the completion.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking deep. It's complete. A huge pickup. Can anyone catch it? Touchdown, Cardinals! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. back to throw. It's Sorsby. Makes his connection.
Throw a little hitch route. Nice time getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. Quickly complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And the Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Makes the catch. It's Royer. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play.
They intercept it. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The give. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground. The offense recovered its own fumble. Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. He looks that one in nicely. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He's been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the Bearcats will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They're going to open this drive with a pass. The short hands, it's Brooks. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes...
He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Louisville! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive in the 3rd quarter, march it down the field and score. There's no end in sight for these teams.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Now, last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following each of the football game.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. He's going for it all. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
And the Bearcats line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They go to the draw. Keeps the legs moving. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Coming up, 4th down.
And the Cardinals decide to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
He's got it. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Off the play fake on first down. Wants to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Henderson. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Looking for room. It's Kiner. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Sometimes you wonder if rivals really don't like each other. This guy sure doesn't like anybody on the other side. He's tackling everybody.
And that's the kind of defender I want. The guys who don't like people. They love collisions. They love to throw their body around. Jesse has been all over the field.
And this guy's good week in, week out, right? But in this game, he just seems like he's more dialed in, and he's playing at a different intensity level right now than I think anybody else on the field.
Gain of 9. Good enough for first down.
The Bearcats will have it 1st and 10. Handoff to the single running back. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll try it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense, getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. Throws to the wideout. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be 4th down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range. You're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. You get the incompletion now setting up 4th.
They'll try to put 3 on the board. for it as the field goal unit comes on. Oh, the attempt is no good. Guys, that field goal could loom large, missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the heels.
Second down coming up.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that 1st down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the 1st down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Johnson. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's so nice as a quarterback, you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? On the run, it's Kiner. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Scanning the field, it's Sorsby. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting a quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. To the air on 1st down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Now on second down. Gives it to the back on the draw. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed way upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
On 3rd down, you're thinking it might be pass, so the offense goes draw play, trying to fool you, but it didn't work. Defense wasn't tricked. They're able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Louisville, 21. Cincinnati, 28.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Going up top on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Wide receiver shows motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Henderson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it's still a positive game.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. Turns it on in midfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
Reads it, fires complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Here on 2nd down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and then you take shots when you get matchups. You see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running backs that move like receivers. There's so many ways that quarterbacks can hurt you now, and he showed all of it today.
2nd and 10 here. It's a draw. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He'll try to pop the draw. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
And this offense has got it all right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the offense. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
Cincinnati, 28.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Fires into the end zone. Caught near the sticks. It's Henderson. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Turner. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. Dropping back, it's Shuck. He makes the connection. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds the tight end. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. A strike downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
After the big first down sack, it's second down. To throw, it's Shuck. Got him downfield. And he's down after making the grab. Good pickup there to help them dig out of the hole, but still some work to do to get a first down.
Oh, that's just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. To the ground with the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10.
Second down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Snags it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. Getting some heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The defense was not fooled. 3rd and 1 situation, everybody in the stadium expecting run. The offense trying to get a little cute, trying to take a shot, and it blows up in their face. Nice job by the defense.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolutely perfect.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics, where everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. At the end of the day, it still comes down to range. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Grab near the marker is Henderson. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
After the incompletion, looking at second down. Looking to throw it again. Got it in the middle, it's Royer. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
They've got the weapons to stay aggressive. He just made a big play. Let's see if we can take a shot here into the end zone, score, and try to save as much time on the clock as we can.
The Bearcats are on the move. Wide out in motion. They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Sorsby. Fires to the big fella. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Off the play fake on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Royer. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Sorsby. He's got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when you start getting those long yardage situations.
Looking to the big tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats! That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer.
That makes the score Louisville 44, Cincinnati 42.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw, it's Shuck. Sends it downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Caught in the backfield, it's Bell. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And the Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's Brown.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically free, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Now they'll run the draw. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Running the red zone, it's Brown. Got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown Cardinals. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, what a nice touchdown run. And this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease when the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground and throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on 2nd down from the 15. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. Gets open down the middle. Snowed under by the defense.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier in bounds.
And the Bearcats want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on 3rd. Grabbed in the middle, it's Kiner. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Kiner.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game. He's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
The offense in hurry-up mode. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
And the Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The aerial assault continues. Catch in the middle, it's Royer. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw. Into the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score.
Cincinnati, 49.
So just over 90 seconds to go, and this game's probably going to come down to whether they can recover this onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Brooks. Touchdown, Cardinals! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
Set to kick it off.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. 2-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left, so execution has to be at a premium here.
Yeah, and I probably want to go fast. I want to throw the football. I don't know how many possessions I got left. I got to make them all count.
Now 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Sorsby. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock.
It's 2nd down.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Henderson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Let's not overcomplicate things. My guy is better than all of your guys. No matter how I give it to him, I'm going to keep feeding. That's over 150 yards now. What a day for this wide receiver.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
It leads to 2nd down.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Sorsby. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the first down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that 1st down.